What up? It's Miles.
This is the intro.
Girl, you already know.
Do my video.
Don't like what you see. Oh,
Get over it or go.
how to slay those edges.
This is my tutorial.
What it do, boo? Here's how I style my hairline. The first thing I do is put that hat on a mannequin head and I pin that sucker in and zoom all the way in into those edges, honey, and I just get to plucking, okay? Now you see those little dots? Those are the knots of the hair, and you see how they're all ranged up perfectly in a line? That's gotta go. So right here, I am just making the hairline a little bit more sparse and making little divots in the hairline. It should look kind of zigzaggy because nobody got a full hairline like that unless you do, in which case count your blessings. Next, we are going to move on to bleaching these knots. So what this does, it makes the knots a little bit lighter so that way it blends into the fleshy tone of your skin. You might be able to get away with this dip just by putting some makeup on the bottom, but I tried, it didn't work, so we're doing this. I'd recommend after 60 seconds checking the roots to make sure that they're bleached or not, because I accidentally bleached too long and it bleached all the way up the knot into the root and some other parts of the hair, so that was awful to go back and dye, but here we are, we made it. Now I'm just going in with my concealer and I'm just placing this all over the lace cap and blending away to help blend into my natural skin color and thus my hairline. Repeat after me. We blend and blend and blend and blend and blend that ish out, out, out. After you're finished blending, you just gonna flip that ish over and we're just gonna cut off all that excess lace, just getting super close to that hairline, but not too close. We haven't even taken her out on a date yet, girl. And we're just going to cut this in a wavy line. Avoid harsh lines at all times because they will clog your hairline. Now with that excess lace gone, I'm just going to create a little bit of baby hairs. You know, a little bit of baby hairs never hurt nobody, you know what I'm saying? This is also going to help hide the lace from people who are looking for that netting, okay? People who are in your edges searching for an excuse to drag you. But that's okay, because you and I both know it's a wig. And that white girl knows it's a wig too, because she's coming over to ask me where I got it from. So next, I am just going to pluck away. I'm just going to part the hair. Okay, you see how I'm doing that at the front? And I'm just going to disperse these edges. I'm going to disperse these edges, okay? I'm just going to make sure that front of that hairline is nice and wispy, you know, just thinned out. And I'm going to section the hair off and part it and thin out my part as well. So this is just going to make the hair look a lot more natural and make it easier for me to part it from pretty much anywhere, virtually any section, okay, and just make it look natural, you know, when I do it right off the bat. Now this is the longest part of the process. Well, that is if you didn't already construct the wig by yourself, but this will be the longest part, girl, and especially so if that wig came dense. I would say just make sure that your wig that you get isn't as dense so you don't have to do as much plucking. It'll save you so much time. And bam! We haven't even laid down our edges and look how blended that already looks. Now it is a little bit discolored than my actual skin color with foundation on, but it's close enough. This is probably as close as I've gotten it to like pretty perfect. Although my edges are definitely snitching on me on the side, but that always happens because my wig cap never goes down past my edges. So we're just going to take the edges that I use or made by myself and we're just going to try and blend those with my real edges. Now the problem I'm having here is that the edges I cut are too long and I was having trouble finding them. So this is my first attempt. Not bad for a girl with no talent. So now I'm just checking her, seeing how she flows, if there's any problem areas, any bald spots, you know, because that can happen, you know. That's a worst case scenario. Luckily that didn't happen this time. I'm very happy. I did just the right amount of plucking. So I'm very satisfied with that. But when I went to do the slow motion shots, my edges were snitching on me. Henny got me looking like Ren Ishii when she got her scalp cut off. So the next day I was back at it again with the edge control and toothbrush until I got it nice and right like how I like it. And bam, this is the finished look. April Fools! boost. That one was for the haters. This is my real finished look. This is as simple as it gets. No wig glue, no sewing, none of that. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Like, subscribe, comment, tell me what you think. And until next time, it's been me, Miles J. Bye.